Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! So, Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2022. Just real quick. Here we go. That's better. What you guys up to? What you doing? What you guys got planned for tomorrow? Or what do you have planned for tonight? Because I know some people, they do it real big on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, just kind of chilling, hanging out and stuff. I know Mexican folk do that. They do it big on Christmas Eve. Italians, they do it big on Christmas Eve. We didn't. Our thing was Christmas Day. That was the big hoorah. That's when you open all the presents and everything like that. Indo Slim, thank you for the Hamilton. I believe you have broken the financial hymen. You've popped the super chat cherry. Christmas style. Merry Christmas, JG. Was I gentle? You were. And I appreciate that. This is a time of year where you try to be nice to people. You try to be nice in everything you do. And I mean everything. Music for a Change, 716, Housebound. Sounds good to me. That's what I'll be today and tomorrow. Tonight, I'm going to make the shush. So, it could sit cool, sit in the fridge, and flavors can marry. It's always better the next day. I don't know how that happens. I don't know if there's a science to it. There's a scientific formula, but it always tastes better the next day. So I'm going to make the marinara shush tonight. C4 Duke, thank you. Tired Mexican voice, jealous of jealous of 111 billion. Who do we fucking give that to? I don't understand that one. Forgive me. Are they jealous because they didn't get the 100 and some billion that we gave damn Ukraine? How about that? Leonard S. Thank you. Happy Schwanza. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Never saw that combination of those words before. Oh, Ukraine, yeah. I saw jealous of you, Mr. Ukraine people. You get all the money, and all we get is popcorn and fluff and fall. That's not bad. I'm sure there's some veteran freezing on the streets right now who'd love to switch places with you and your fucking 24-hour snacks, you son bitch. But what do we know, guys? We don't know shit. We just live here in America our whole lives and pay taxes. We don't know shit. Merry Christmas to 6 and another 6. Tim Starr, thank you. Merry Christmas, brother. Hey, this isn't the mall. I wish it was, because there's lots of young people there. You know what he wants for Christmas. DJ John T, thank you. Hi, Jericho. Merry Christmas. Greta sends her love. Well, we send our love right back to you, Greta Buchgefirgen, you little shit. She's been awfully quiet. What she's doing? Did we fix the planet? She has nothing else to complain about? Why did she all of a sudden go away? Do they not need her anymore? I don't know. Who knows, man? Why do we need to know that? Delish. Don't forget mygreengear.com. Neck buddy merch, all kinds of shit. And like I said, or like I wrote in the description of this live stream, I'm just going to talk about whatever you guys want. Every day it's so structured. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. It's fucking ew. Eric T says Greta has an OnlyFans. I'm good. Is that legal? Can you look at people with disabilities doing that? Ew. No thanks. I'm cool. That sounds terrible. Even though you're probably kidding, it's still that sounds horrific. Yeah, Kevin Wamhoff. Where's that 30-year-old David Hogg? Yeah, all these people, all these young people that were the face of their movement for so long. What happened? Is it like Menudo? They got too old, so they phased them out. They grew up. They weren't cute anymore. What happened? Because we were getting beat over the head with those little shits for a long time. Tommy from Texas, thank you. You have a very childish sense of humor, just like me. Merry Christmas from Texas. Kindred spirits, Tommy. Shit. I do. Very immature. I love it. Makes my wife angry sometimes, but she married me. It's too late, girl. You're past your 30-day grace period to return me. So you're just going to have to hunker down. USAF Bull retired. Thank you for the Twomsky, sir. As I quote Home Alone, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Love that movie. Love that movie. I would love to see a real version of that, to see the injuries that Harry and, was it Marv? Yeah, Harry and Marv. To see the real injuries they would have sustained going through those booby traps, especially in part 2 when Kevin was like 5 stories up or something and he's throwing bricks down and hitting Marv in the forehead. Marv would have been dead. Marv would have been dead. Spanky Nader, why are you not on Rumble anymore? I am, but something happened to where, because I used to upload videos here and they would automatically go to the other platforms, and for some reason it stopped with Rumble, so I have to figure that shit out. DJ John T, yeah, both Home Alones. One of those rare instances where the first movie and the sequel were great, and maybe a little bit better. I mean, I don't know. The first Home Alone, iconic, but part 2, that was great too. I pick either one of those because, man, they got fucked up in those movies. Joe Mello, thank you for the Hamilton. Merry Christmas, JG. Nice Santa hat. Can you do a voice of the illegal saying Merry Christmas? Of course, man. Whose Christmas is more merry than theirs? Who's having a merrier Christmas than the illegals? All expense paid trip to the north. Mighty Geek Studios. Merry Christmas to you too. I just want to say to all the American people paying for all of this, I say fuck you, keep the money coming, and Merry Christmas. That's what they want to say. That's what they want to say to us. Bastards. Mr. Hollow, thank you. Jericho, do a bit about drunk Nancy at the Christmas party. Oh, Nancy. You know what she's drunk off of. That's right, vodka. That's why I call her the vodka vixen. Pop-off Pelosi. Remember that cheap shit? The pop-off vodka? In the plastic bottle? That's when you know you got class. When you take your liquor in a plastic bottle. Can it something with a handle on it? Oh, man. You know Nancy is twitted right now. She has Zelenskyy in town. You know what he had to do to get that $47 billion. All the vodka she could drink. She's on vacation. You know they jammed and rammed that omnibus bill through so they can get the hell up out of town. They didn't do it for our benefit. They did it so they can go on recess. Remember how you were as a kid? You would do anything to go to recess. If your teacher threw a couple weapons in the middle of the class and said fight to the death to go to recess, you would do that. So if you told the federal government, fuck us over if you need to, but get out of here quickly, they would go, okay, where do I sign? I want to go now. I want to get out of here. I want to go to the Alps or wherever they're headed. Where is it in Colorado? Aspen. That's where they want to go. They want to go to Aspen. They want to go to Martha's Vineyard on your dime, you foolish taxpayer. Oh, that's what they want to do. So they're just trying to get the hell up out of here. But you know how Nancy does it. Nancy's lit up from the tit up right now. I just want to say Merry Christmas to myself. And I just I want to say Merry Christmas to our new roommate slash third partner, the naked hippie who was hitting my husband with a hammer. Merry Christmas. Nancy and Paul, you guys have a new roommate, a stinky drug addicted hippie from Berkeley. He's moving in. He's moving in. You got a new roomie. Why are they hammers everywhere? You know how they do. Didn't he heal? Is he out of the hospital? Is Paul Pelosi out of the hospital? I believe so. Zach Calleja, thank you. Merry Christmas. Your motherfucker. Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas. Damn it, Janet. Thank you. Love your channel. Hub and I used to watch you driving to work. Merry Christmas, JG. Yeah, that's how it all started. That's how all this shit started. I didn't want to take too much time away from my family and my kids. I had a 20-minute commute to work anyway, so I would just wait until I drove to work, hold my phone, one take Jake, because I didn't have time to keep stopping. I only had, like I said, 15, 20 minutes to get to work. My videos were around 15 minutes long, so it was, I would just think of some points that I wanted to make, and then boom. And there's a certain point every day where I would start my video. It was a certain landmark that I would pass, and then I would hit record, and it would just go. That's how all this shit got started. I was getting like 100,000 subscribers a month or a year, and then YouTube must have caught wind of me, and they started hating because I cannot seem to break 325,000 subscribers. I think I dropped back down to 322,000 right now. Whatever. I'll just keep doing me. We'll see what the fuck happens. Ivan Adams, thank you. I'm having a Merry Christmas, and I hope it annoys a liberal. Here is the spending time with family you rarely see. Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas to you, Ivan. Appreciate that. And hopefully you get to see this family that you rarely get to see. And I hope it's a good thing. Sometimes there's some family you rarely get to see, and you're like, hell yeah, I wish it was more rare. You know what I mean? Son of the Republic, thank you for the Hamilton. You should be styling the neck buddy Fetterman. I should have glued a little Santa hat right here. Merry Christmas from me and my neck buddy. JJ Finnegan, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Yes, Merry Christmas to you all. Oh, man. It's going to make for a fun Christmas, but a very unfun December 26th. C4 Duke, thank you again. Night Train, Cisco, MD 2020, Thunderbird, or Wild Irish. Ugh, I can taste them all. I can taste them all coming up again right now. I'll go with the MD 2020. Mad Dog. That's what I'll go with. Because Night Train, that was a little before my time. I never had Night Train. Didn't like Cisco. Never had Thunderbird. I've had Wild Irish before, but I'll go with the MD 2020. So I definitely had that. Grand Champ Pros. Hammer time in the Pelosi house. It's always hammer time. You look at a clock in Nancy Pelosi's house, it's always hammer time. That's how she gets woken up. Another damn hammer fight. Merry Christmas to you as well, Grand Champ Pros. Damn it! Stop the hammer fighting! Clink, clink, clink. Hammer fight. Hey, but you know what's better than the hammer fight? The hammer makeup. Yeah. Hey, bring that hammer over here. Let's put it to work. Ooh. That's the only thing better than a hammer fight. It's a hammer makeup. And I will be ending this live stream with a Christmas poem that I wrote. It's from the heart, and I think it's filled. I'm going to tell my truth. Okay? That's my truth. All right? I don't know about your truth or like the other person's truth, but I'm going to tell my truth. Like, that's the only truth that matters. Don't you want to suplex people that talk like that? I'm not saying you should. I'm just asking, do you want to? Hostess Eagle. Hope I said that right. Never seen that word before in my life, but I hope I said it right. Jericho, do a Zelenskyy impression. Okay, you mean this guy right here? Hey, hey, my name's Zelenskyy. I'm still on American soil, and they're still treating me like a king on your dime. Thank you, American people. Thank you so much. I'm eating lobster and all kinds of things that come on trays served by people with white cloth napkins across their arms. I really appreciate this. I don't have this kind of stuff to eat in Ukraine, even though I have billions of your dollars. Yeah, Spike and Madness. It's Bullwinkle, Rocky and Bullwinkle. That's my Zelenskyy impression. That's Zelensky's voice to me. I mean, I could have won with Boris and Natasha. Let's see. Grand Champ Pros. Yes, it is. It is Krusty the Clown-ish, esque, but Rocky and Bullwinkle came out well before Krusty the Clown. So is it Krusty the Clown, or is Krusty the Clown doing a Bullwinkle impression? Take that. Hey, damn it, Janet. She said a vibrating hammer. Oh, man. Oh, man, I know. Damn it. Damn it. You know, one of those hammers goes brrr. Like if you leave one of those hammers on the table, it sounds like somebody's cell phone. Somebody answer that hammer. Oh, man. Anyway, thank you guys. I have to go back into Nancy's cleavage. Ooh, what a horrible place to be. Spike and Madness. No, the Simpsons did not create everything. They did not. But they damn sure know how to predict everything, don't they? Damn. They predict everything. Ooh. Tim Starr, why would you say something like that? Let's go Vikings. Let's go Vikes. I don't know. They're going to be able to come back from a 33-point deficit today. I don't know. Charles Turner Jr. says, I remember when Rocky and Bullwinkle aired on Nickelodeon as Rocky and Bullwinkle's Moose-a-Rama. I remember they used to come on local TV. I never saw it on Nickelodeon, but I don't think I had Nickelodeon as a kid. We had a satellite, not cable. But yeah, I used to come on. I wasn't a big fan of Rocky and Bullwinkle, but I used to think Boris and Natasha were hella funny. Hey, Boris! That was more Natasha. Natasha's voice was more like this, but didn't sound as deep. Natasha, Boris and Natasha. Remember when in programming, Lord Bibby 42, Merry Christmas. Remember when in cartoons and entertainment and like movies and stuff, the enemies in the movies were the enemies in our real life? In the 80s and stuff, in the 70s, it was the Russians. Then the 80s and the 90s, it was always some Arab terrorists. And in the old cartoons, like the old Tom and Jerry's and Bugs Bunny and all that shit, it was always a Nazi because a lot of those cartoons were in the 40s. So they were always Popeye. They were always fucking up some Nazis because we were over there kicking their ass in real life. Those were the days. Now they make the enemies in movies us. Snowman Zion, Merry Christmas. Now the enemies are us. The enemies are like American men. some straight guy with ambition. That's the enemy. That's our fucking enemy. Oh my goodness. The worst. Oh, what movie was that I watched the other day? Because it's free. That's why. That new rock movie. Thank you, Eric Hoptman. Merry Christmas to you too. And if you have a beautiful family, to them as well. But that new rock movie, Black Adam. That shit was horrible. I don't know what the budget on that movie was, but it was a waste. Yes, Spike and Madness, Black Adam. But it's not Adam like a person's name. It's like the atom, like molecules and shit. Man, number one, everything is CGI. Ugh, I can't stand it. Nothing's real. There's no more practical effects. Everything is CGI. Is it Black Adam like the name? Lord Bibby 42? I don't fucking remember. But everything was CGI. Nothing was practical. So there's nothing to compare the CGI to make you say, oh, that's cool CGI. Because everything's CGI. And there's this, it's some, what's the word I'm looking for? There's some ambiguous race of people. They're not Mexican. They're not Arab. They're not Southeast Asian. But they're not white. Okay? They're not white. They're not black. But there's something beige. Ray Flores, Merry Christmas. There's something beige. Some beige people. Aaron M, not Black Adam, like, hey, attaboy. Not getting black at them, Adam. But I see how you could be confused with that. But it's some not white people who are being oppressed. And you know they're being oppressed because they're always talking about it. Burjay says, when you said rock movie, I thought the show Rock from the 90s made a film. No, not Charles S. Dutton. No, not Charles S. Dutton and Rocky Carroll. No. The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Ricardo De Cambre. Merry Christmas to you too. So the reason you know they're being oppressed is because they're always talking about how they're being oppressed. And it's some single mom raising this boy, some teenage boy, and they never tell you what happened to his dad, but he's some teenage boy and he's this little activist. And so they're being they've been colonized. There are these troops and stuff on the streets, harassing the citizens and checking for the papers. And actually, they are being oppressed by white people because the main oppressor, the guy who's like the main bad guy, he's the one who's always harassing people and he's always running, chasing after this kid. He is white. He's a ginger. So it's so fucking dumb. So they're being oppressed by these white people, and the kid, he's always like throwing rocks at the soldiers, and they chase him. They chasing him while the other revolutionaries are doing something because he's distracting them. Oh my God. The guy who helps the mom, it's like her friend, her platonic friend that she's not gonna fuck. He's this fat nerd dude. When did fat nerds become heroes? When did they become the hero? Man, this shit is so stupid. The main bad guy that he fights at the end is this 100% CGI devil. I guess he's Satan, but it's all CGI. Man, it was trash. It looked like shit with all that money. What was the budget on this? I think somebody put that in here, what the budget was on this movie. Dino Ravage 87. Black Adam has lost over $100 million after its production and marketing budget touched almost $550 million. So let's just cut off that $50 million. $500 million you pumped into this movie, promotion, production, all that shit. And this is what you put out. Where does all that money go? Because everything is CGI. At least half the movie, 75% of the movie is CGI. So and it looked like they were shooting on sets. The movie looked like it was a sitcom. When Jerry Seinfeld used to go outside, what's the deal? When he used to go outside, that's what this shit looked like. When whatever sitcom you used to like with the laugh track, whenever the characters would venture outside on the street, that's what this $500 million movie looked like when it was practical, when it was like a set. 20, 30 extras. Man, it was so fucking stupid. And again, the only reason I watched it, 2 reasons. I have a thing for bad movies. The shittier the movie, for some reason, I love to watch it. I can't explain it. And number 2, it was free. It'd be free. I'm listening. But it was holy hell. I mean, what a piece of shit. I could have taken my cell phone and give you something better. Give me next time, whatever studio, DC, Marvel, whoever fucked that movie up, give me a $500 million budget, and I swear on my life, I'll give you something better than Black Adam. Oy vey. C4 Duke, thank you again. What positions you played in organized sports, JG? I played football, Pop Warner ball as a little kid. I was a lineman. High school, I did track and football. I was also a lineman in high school, starting center. Shot put and discus, baseball. I think that was it. But I played sports from when I was like 8 until I graduated high school. So that was fun. The track invitationals were the best. If you did well enough at the meet during the week, then on Saturday, you went to an invitational. Basically, all the best kids went on Saturday and did a track meet. It was hella fun. I remember Wetworks 57, Merry Christmas to you too. I remember going to Stanford at an invitational on a Saturday to Stanford University. First of all, that thing is like its own city. I mean, it has restaurants and businesses and everything. There's a Neiman Marcus, like a mall and shit on the campus. It's its own city. If you put up a wall around Stanford University, they would be fine. So we went there, and remember back in the 90s, there was Dan and Dave, those 2 decathletes. They were always competing against each other. They had like McDonald's commercials. They were on the Wheaties box. It was Dan O'Brien and Dave something. And 2 Derek Jeter looking dudes. And so Dan O'Brien was there that day because they were qualifying for the 2000 Olympics. And so I went over there. They were at the shot put ring, the shot put pit. And it was him and like a few other guys that were all trying out for the Olympics. And I remember Dan O'Brien, he was hella cool. Nice dude, signed our autographs, hella cool. And there was this Australian guy there. So the high school shot put for varsity was 12 pounds. This guy was using a 16-pound shot put just to warm up with. He was practicing, and he was with a weight that was 4 pounds heavier. He was practicing and shattering our high school record with something heavier. This guy had to be 6'6", 350 pounds. The guy's chest was huge. The guy was massive. It was Australian. Crikey. He kept saying, crikey. Look at the size of that bigger. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. But he was very Australian. Australian. No. I used to tease my daughter because she would watch this show called H2O from Australia. It was about these high school kids and their little bullshit drama. But every time the girl would say no, they'd be like, no. Crikey. So he's taking a 16-pound shot put, and there's different ways. You can do a full spin, or you can do what's called a South African. That's like a half a spin. Or you can sit there at the edge of the ring, and then you put the shot put in your neck like this, and you flip it with your hand. You're flipping it out with your hand like that. And this dude was doing half spins, shattering our school record. That's how big this dude was. But Dan O'Brien was hella cool. Then we're over there. We're having a break. We're over there drinking Gatorade and shit. And I look over. And you know I'm a big time Niner fan. why wouldn't I be? They're the greatest team in the NFL. So I see Roger Craig over there talking to some girl. She was wearing because right after our track meet was an invitational for college. So there was like University of Tennessee and San Diego State, Cal, all these big time schools were there. So this girl, this young woman, was wearing University of Tennessee track gear. So he's over there talking to her, obviously macking on her. So I told my friends, it was like 5 or 6 of my friends, I was like, hey man, let's go over there and get our autograph from Roger Craig. Oh no, I don't want to, man. I don't want to bug him. I was like, man, when is the next time we are going to run into Roger Craig? I was like, and really, if he's trying to talk to some girl, what's going to help him more? I'm not saying he needs it. He's Roger. He could always go with the line, I'm Roger Craig. But what is going to seal the deal even more for him than if a bunch of teenage boys come up to him and ask for his autograph? Seal the deal. If you slow down the frame, you can see her panties evaporating. Are you kidding me? We're helping him out. I was like, whatever. You guys stay over here and be scared. I'm going to get my autograph. So I go over there. Excuse me, Mr. Craig. Oh, hey, no problem, man. I had a little, they handed us out a bunch of, it was sponsored by Powerade or some shit like that. So they handed us all a bunch of Powerade gear. So I had this little Powerade visor, this little cheap styrofoam piece of shit. But I was like, yeah, man, can you sign my visor? He's like, oh, man, no problem. When he signed them, so then all my friends come over, hey, Roger Craig. I was like, man, don't fucking ride my coattails. But while he was signing our autographs, you could see the girl over to the side just, being all impressed and smiling and shit. I was like, man, we're helping you out, Roger. So that shit was a lot of fun, man. Love playing sports in high school. The bus rides to and from, come on. Well, to was always great. From, if you lost, that sucked. But if you won, nothing better. Jeff Gray, thank you for the Hamilton. Merry Christmas Eve, Jericho Green, to you and your family. Here's a couple of shekels. Much love from the 707. And I believe that's near or is Vallejo, right? It's in the yay. Thank you, man. Merry Christmas to you as well and your family. To your family and shit. People you share blood with. Merry Christmas, man. I'm excited. I'm excited because my kids are excited. My kids are happy as shit. Heard my daughter asking my son in the back seat yesterday, are you excited? Are you excited? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get my iPad. And I was like, yeah, you're getting an iPad because I asked Santa. Fuck you, Santa. I remember there were many times going, and I had a great childhood. And we always had presents under the tree and food in our bellies and a great roof overhead, blah, blah, blah. But I remember a few Christmases going downstairs and because you don't know until you know. Man, I asked for this, I'm going to get it. And then to unwrap the gifts, not get what you want, but you still got some cool shit, but it wasn't what you wanted. But yeah, apparently Santa's going to hook him up. So we'll see. Santa. Owen Robinson, Cowboys are going to win. What? Are you talking about a football game? Them Cowboys ain't going to win shit. The Cowboys should change their name from the Dallas Cowboys to the Dallas David Carradines because all they do is choke. That's it. How do you get stomped out by the Jacksonville Jaguars? That's right, Lord Jeremy Husbando, and I didn't start it. They fired the first shot. What am I supposed to do when I'm looking through the comments and somebody says, the Cowboys are going to win? How am I supposed to go past that? Am I supposed to ignore that nonsense? That blasphemy? Damn Niner country. Can't be talking about no damn. How about them Cowboys? How about them? Lord Bibby, 42, don't you start too. He said, too far, Jericho. Damn, nah. Who choked better? Or worse? Depends on how you look at it. Depends on how you look at it. I don't hate a lot, but I hate the Dallas Cowboys. Jeff Gray, that's right. Cowgirls. Them girls. I call them them girls. I have a cousin who lives in Mississippi, and he's a Cowboys fan because Mississippi has nothing as far as sports. So somebody cursed him with being a Dallas Cowboys fan. And whenever I talk shit to him in text messages, I always refer to him as them girls. Oh, C4 Duke, you were doing fine until you posted this shit. Raiders are smashing the Niners. Man, please, you can write whatever you want. And you can say whatever you want when you're hanging around the fucking Raider fans, eh? But we are going to beat the Las Vegas or wherever they happen to be camping out this season. We're going to beat the Raiders like rented mules. We are going to beat the Raiders like redheaded stepchildren. We are going to beat the Raiders like a redheaded rented mule. How about that? That's how bad we're going to beat the Raiders. Mike D, Lions. I'm cool with the Lions. They pose no threat to us right now. Unless we see them in the playoffs. Then it's fuck them. That's right. Rome 13. Rome 13. Por vida, homegirl. Por vida. Most mundane. That's racist, Jericho. It probably is. It probably is. I'm going to beat the shit out of the Raiders. Raiders are going to be like, fuck, eh? What happened, eh? Somebody beat the fuck out of us, eh? Simone, Simone. That shit would be so funny. That shit would be so funny. And like what's that movie, Colors? Oh, shit. You talk about the worst Mexican, Mexican-American cholo. Oh, my God. The 80s and the 90s had the worst. What was it? Cobra, that Stallone movie where he comes outside and these cholos and shit, with the pants pulled up to their breasts. And, the fucking, the hat and shit, eh? And he said, hey, you want to get off my car? And the guy's like, hey, fuck you, pinche. I've never heard anybody called a pinche before. It's because pinche in Spanish means fucking. So pinche pendejo, pinche mamon, pinche maricon, like you fucking something. But I've never heard anybody be called, hey, you fucking. That's the worst. The worst fucking accents ever. Hey, Holmes, Charlie Holmes. Yeah, the Spike and Man is the Zoot Suit cholos that are like spinning around a pocket watch and shit. Hey, Holmes. Fire Mission Don Cheadle. That's right. What's up? What's happening? There's different kinds. You have to be a connoisseur. There's different kinds. Different kinds of Mexican accents in America. Miss S66, thank you very much for the 8 pounds and 99 pence, madam. Merry Christmas, Jericho, and the chat. Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas. There's like the over the top. Hey, carnal, badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Mama knows. There's that one. Then there's like the fucking like the cholo one, eh? Like the Raider fan, eh? But that's like more Northern California. Then the Southern California, that's where you get like the Charlie Holmes, like that kind of shit that you see in the movies. Orale, orale ese. For you care, fool. Nah, fool. Like the Salinas, Castroville, Northern California Mexicans, that's how they sound. The cholo ones, at least. No, hey, fool. Oh, Dutch Schaefer. Thank you for the Hamilton. Hey, JG, Merry Christmas to you and the family. Question: if J6 was so bad, why isn't Ray Epps in prison? There's footage of him leading the rally. Another thing the media just ignores. Yeah, man, they were well, I think he's on the right side, so to speak, the right side of the mainstream mediocres and the elected officials. Because if everybody who was there is held to the same standard, then Ray Epps would be one of the first in jail and one of the last to get out, right? But he was on the right side. And the other January 6 people, the other J6ers, who are still in jail or on the wrong side, according to the powers that be. So if only they were all held to the same standard. Now, none of them should still be in jail. Should they have spent some time in jail until they sorted it out? Okay, yeah, to kind of hold these people in place until we figure out what went on, and figure out what went on at a rapid pace, because these people, they are American citizens, they do have rights, they shouldn't be sitting in jail without reason or charges. So expedite that and then let them go, period. And that should have taken a week or so, couple weeks at that. And it's been what, going on 2 years? Something ain't right. And then that guy is free and has never been in jail, was never cuffed, was never questioned or anything. Sounds kind of fucked up. Diesel, ha ha ha, I'm in East LA right now. Hey, Charlie, pinche. That shit was so funny. Hey, pinche. Fire mission, I agree. J6 was a house party that got out of control. It was. It was like, a bunch of red party cups everywhere, some broken furniture. Maybe the dog has been spray painted, like a streak down its back. Somebody got some dicks drawn on their face, and that's about it. Aaron M, everything we've seen in the past 21 years has been a big charade. Agreed. This did not happen overnight. I know it seems like now all these things are happening so quickly, and now we're all of a sudden down this weird, fucked up social rabbit hole, but it's been building for a while. It's just now they've come to the phase of their plan where they can release all of this shit and act this way and talk this way in public without fear of any repercussions. Sunny Singh, Merry Christmas from a low of 37 degrees in Fresno, JG. Man, look. Fresno, yes, it gets cold, but Fresno in the summertime, fucking stop. That place, Fresno, Clovis, oh my goodness, man. I think that's where the sun goes to vacation. The sun leaves Arizona and goes to Fresno for vacation. I mean, smoking and lots of meth. If you like heat and methamphetamine, then you better start looking for lodging in Fresno. Rome 13, anything for Salinas? Salinas is like that too. Hey, fool, nah. Hey, come here, eh? Like that's the same thing. Salinas, Castroville, the Bay Area. They're all within hours of each other. It's the same kind of thing. But also in Salinas, being that it's such a farm community, because that's what Salinas is. Salinas is agriculture. 99% of the town, agriculture. That's where they have the rodeo every year. Tanamir and Antle and Driscoll and all these Foxy lettuce and all these places. When you open up your crisper, you see these names. They're in Salinas. So it's Salinas. You also have the little Oaxacas, the little short, dark-skinned Mexicans that come up here to work in the field. Those are the ones where, hey, my friend, they fuck, man. Those guys. Hey, what you do? What you do, my friend? Ah, you motherfuck yours. You got those guys. Owen Robinson is 6 degrees in Tennessee right now. No thanks. Music for a change, 716. 13 degrees in Buffalo, real feel, -10. I don't ever want to feel that. Real or not. You guys are out of control with these fucking temperatures, man. Come on. Charles Turner Jr., thank you for the Hamilton. I'm with my family in commie Western Washington for Christmas. It cracks me up to see people wearing face diapers. Also, no one is wearing those damn things once you get out of Western Washington. Man, exactly. I mentioned that yesterday when I'm in these businesses and some people are wearing them, some people aren't, and that's cool. If you want to put that shit on your face, put that shit on your face. But don't admonish me or disrespect me or alienate me because I don't put that shit on my face. What is it called? Live and let live. Because trust me, I'm not going to say shit to you. Will I talk shit about you behind your back because you look like a dumbass? Yes. But would I say it to your face and disrespect you? No. Now, if you say something to me first, well then yes, it's gonna get it's gonna get extremely disrespectful from my end of the conversation because you shouldn't have said anything and you did. So now I'm gonna offload all this almost 3 years of bullshit I've been dealing with onto your what I'm sure are weak shoulders. I'm gonna give you in 2 minutes what I've gotten over the last 3 years. So if you don't say nothing to me, it's all good. But if you do, yeah, I'm gonna say all kinds of disrespectful, fucked up shit. And some of the disrespectful shit that I say might not have anything to do with that diaper on your face. I'm just saying. Rome 13, 75 in Tweakerville, California. Let's see, Tweakerville. Where would that be? Marysville. It could be, I would say Madera, somewhere in the Central Valley. Truckee, something like that. Am I right? Those are the methy pockets of California. Rome 13, they're messing around over here. Hey, don't mess with me. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's so funny. Rome 13 says, nope, guess again. Meth. Where does it get methy in California other than those places? Dank Buds, LOL, Marysville sucks. Yes. Let's see. It's Southern California, but I don't know any methy spots. What's that one place? Rialto in Southern California. That place is pretty bad. Is it Rialto? Dank Bud. See, Modesto's a big tweak spot. Yeah. Oh, San Bernardino. Okay, it is SoCal. See, living up in Northern California, San Bernardino is a side note. It is the largest county in the country. You can fit the entire state of Indiana inside of San Bernardino County. Oh yeah, Roarback. That's right. Bakersfield. Bakersfield gets methy down there too. They get methy with it too down there. Barstow. See, now you're getting into that Southern California surface of the moon dead strip of California. Barstow, Bakersfield, as we call it, Bakersfield, Baco, all that shit. Like that's where that's like where meth heads go to die, is those places down there. Like if you head toward Nevada, you get out in the desert and shit. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure the meth intake is high over there. Ed Rock, thank you for the DJ name. DJ Ed Rock. For Navidad, I just want a presidente that doesn't play Despacito to pander to us Latinos, and a first lady who doesn't think we Latinos are tacos. Well, you may want those things, Ed Rock, but you don't have them right now. What you have right now is a presidente who does play Despacito on his phone to pander to you, and a first lady who thinks you're nothing more than a breakfast taco. Now, we had a president and a first lady who wouldn't dare do those things, but we don't have them anymore. They were ushered out. So now that's exactly what you have. Ed Rock, how do you think they talk to their staff members? Oh, thank you. Okay, muy bueno. Oh man, tell me they want to spit in their food. DJ John T, we have 9 degrees Fahrenheit here. Oh no, thanks, man. Yeah, it gets brutal in Sweden. Bugen. Did you have to look that up, DJ John T? Because I know you guys do Celsius over there. Celsius and millimeters and shit, the metric system. You foolish mortal. Because I know when I look up shit, when I try to figure out shit in Celsius, I gotta look it up. I don't know nothing about Celsius. I remember we pulled into Spain, to Barcelona, on our Liberty boat. It said it was 12 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that means. Guillermo Flores, all California is methed up. Not all of it. Not all of it, man. Once you get it, it's the coast. It's just like on the East Coast. Something about being on near ocean water makes people fucking stupid. Once you get away from the coast and you get inland, totally different, man. You don't got all these blue and multi-colored hair, granola-headed dirt fuckers out here. You gotta get inland. None the miser. She sells Celsius by the seashore. That's funny. That's funny. Roarback, corn is from Bakersfield. Not the corn you eat. The late 90s rock band corn. I used to like that song, that video, Freak on a Leash. See, kids, a long time ago, songs had a music video that went along with them. And you would tune in to a TV station called MTV, which stood for Music Television. And they would play the videos that corresponded with the song. I remember Freak on a Leash because in the beginning of the video, somebody shoots and the bullet like goes at these kids accidentally. And through the whole video, they're showing the trajectory of this bullet, and it's going through walls and through dishes and glasses and all this shit. And it came out, 98? Something like that, 98, 99. So that kind of CGI was new and cool to see the bullet going through shit. It was tight. I like Freak on a Leash. And what was the other one? Got the Life. That song was cool. That was a good time, man. The late 90s like that. TRL, when they would play you 28 seconds of a music video and then start talking. I remember on 9/11, they were like, they were forced to because everybody was talking about 9/11. Like, even if it doesn't matter what your business was or what your programming was on 9/11, you were talking about 9/11. So, of course, TRL was the video countdown show that everybody watched at the time if you were in that demographic. And shout out to Carson Daly. He was the host. And so they would have people call in, and it was like, oh, hey, 9/11 happened. We're so sorry. Hey, we got Ja Rule on the phone. What do you think, Ja Rule? Like, it was weird. Like Britney Spears gives her condolences. It was so funny to see people who were so insignificant in the grand scheme of things, especially in a time like that. Like, well, what the fuck do you think Ja Rule's gonna say? He's gonna say, hey, my condolences, my heart goes out, it's fucked up. So weird. Jim Adams, Yo MTV Raps. That's right. Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. Remember that Dr. Dre and Ed Lover movie? What was that shit called? With Dennis Leary? He called him Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. What was that movie called, man? That movie was so damn funny. Dennis Leary was hilarious, man. Jeff Gray, thank you again. Celebrity Deathmatch was always my favorite on MTV. Yeah, man. Let's get it on. With Judge Mills Lane. Celebrity Deathmatch was hilarious. Let's get it on. And the commentators, was it Nick Diamond? I can't remember the commentators' names, but those dudes were hella funny too. They were half the show. If you didn't have their commentary, that shit would not be funny. Lord German Husbando, thank you. Lord German Husbando, Christmas edition. Thanks for the Twomsky. Merry Christmas, Jericho. Today is my mom and dad's 34th wedding anniversary, and my mom, Elizabeth Rodriguez, in the chat, would like drunk Nancy Pelosi to wish a happy anniversary and belated birthday since you took off the 10th to her. No problem. 34 years in the game. Damn. I'm going on 14 years. So they got 20 on me. Congratulations to you guys and happy anniversary. And Nancy would love to say happy anniversary and Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary to you, Elizabeth, and your husband. You're lucky. My husband chases around a half-naked hippie with hammers. So you're lucky, girlfriend. Somebody answer that hammer. And while I have your attention, Elizabeth, happy birthday. Poor Nancy, she lost it. Poor thing. How would you feel if your husband was always chasing around a butt-naked hippie in your house? You wouldn't like that, would you, chat? No, you wouldn't. Liz C. Thank you. Hi from Iowa. Merry Christmas from me, my husband, and my little son, Joe. What's up, Joe? How you doing, man? I bet you're going to have a good day tomorrow, aren't you? I bet you 90% of the presidents under that tree are for you. You probably have the first one you're gonna open all picked out. Well, good luck falling asleep tonight, Joe. That's one of the hardest things to do. To be a child of present opening age and try to fall asleep on Christmas Eve night. Good luck, little man. Good luck. Man, I would stay awake, I don't know how damn long in my bed. Just waiting. Just waiting to fall asleep. Diesel. Oh, I know, man. I know. Thank you. I'm on it. Man, that was a tough thing to do to fall asleep. And then I'd always get up too early. I'd go downstairs, wake up my parents, go back to bed. It's too early. Damn it. Back to bed. Then try to fall back asleep. And when you do, then you wake up and it's like 7:45. And I was always the first one to wake up. I'd have to go wake up my brother sometimes. The hell? Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Arthur Shag Nasty. Merry Christmas and an early Happy New Year's to you, too. My brother was 4 years older than me, almost 5 years. So he was like kind of out of the whole excited about Christmas thing before I was, but I was waist deep. I was very excited. And those of you who have kids, who are still in that Christmas magic, it's awesome, isn't it? To, kind of live vicariously through them and feel their excitement about it. And know the excitement that they're going to have on their face when they finally open that gift that you stayed up the night before putting together and making sure it worked and making sure you have batteries for all the other shit you bought. This is the other side of Christmas, parents. On this side, you don't have fun and joy and looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. On this side, you have bills and trying to get shit here on time and find shit that they want. But I do it 100 times more because it's worth it. DJ John T, thank you again for the super sticker. And guys, I am about to get the hell up out of here because I do have, I got to start. I told you I'm making the shush. So I got to start the marinara sauce. I'm going to watch the game with my buddy. I got a lot of shit to do, people. But as I promised, make sure you go to mygreengear.com. As I promised, I have a little Christmas poem that I composed. That I'd like to read for you now. JJ Finnegan, there's no blasphemy here. Don't you lie. JJ Jericho likes the Washington Commanders. Yeah, fucking right. Not today, I don't. Shout out to my boy Skip. Huge Washington Redskins fan, but no love today. There's no title. It would just call this Christmas poem. Towards the night before Christmas and all through the country, the state and federal government were still trying to fuck me. As you live your life and fight the financial pain, you can't help but think, I wish I lived in Ukraine. They get billions of dollars without question or oversight, undying support from the left and the right. Damn those politicians, they sure are clever. Hey, when will we stop paying for the war in Ukraine? And they answer, whenever. You know that Sloppy Joe and Nurse Jill are inside, warm by a roaring fire. Just kidding. Jill is shit-faced with Pelosi, and Biden's in the corner making a phone with 2 cups and a wire. Hello? Hello? Do you deliver children? Chicks with dicks and men with clams. It didn't change overnight. If you're black, you're a victim. You're racist. If you're white, you can't drive until you're 16, but you can pick your gender at 4. Let me off this ride. I don't like this anymore. Take this time to focus on family and everything that makes this country great. You know they're lying. You know that it's not true. And to all of them, I say loudly, fuck you. Merry Christmas. And scene. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for allowing me to come here and share my art with you. Lord German Husbando. Oh, sorry. There we go. Lord German Husbando, Christmas edition. Thank you for a wonderful Christmas live stream. My pleasure. Women pay me to give them pleasure. Thank you very much. Fire mission. Gavin Newsom is giving out free money. Yes, free money that you will be taxed on. Free money that came out of your left pocket and he stuffed it in your right pocket. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad that you liked my poem. I was thinking about doing an end of the year poem too, kind of a wrap up for this insanity that we call 2022. Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate you being here, especially on Christmas Eve. Good looking out. Thanks for spending some time. 8 billion sons of bitches on this planet, and you chose this one. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great time tomorrow. I hope you have a very mellow day, free from excitement. Chill, unplug from all this shit for a day. I hope you don't have crazy ass, dumbass relatives to deal with. If you do, crush them. You're a conservative. You have facts on your side. They don't. They don't know shit. Like Cleon told the medic in Dead Presidents, shut the fuck up, doc. You don't know shit. They know nothing. Crush them immediately and enjoy the rest of your evening. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I love you as much as two people who've never met before can love each other. I appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas. Squeeze your family tight because your country's leaders are trying to split you apart. They want us to think we have differences. They want us to think that we hate each other, but we don't. We have far more in common than we don't. And don't forget, we're the greatest country in the world by far. All right? There's a reason you don't hear any other country complaining about all these damn Americans flooding our borders because we don't want to. Your borders suck. So do ours. But still, our country is great. Enjoy your family, whatever that is. They don't have to share blood to be your family. I'm out of here. I'm going to be with mine. I share blood with them. I made 2 of them. Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass there over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Merry Christmas. Man, I'm out.